Get busy in here, get busy in here. Yeah, my squad run deep. Yeah, we really in here. I swear whatever you want, you can get it in here. Comedy or the drama, it's a mixture in here. But you love it in here. Yeah, you love it in here. Got reviews up in here. We got stories in here. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell. Oh yeah, 3 clicks like the shoes on Dorothy in here.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and I am back in here with Baby, because nobody puts Baby in a corner.
No damn body, okay?
What's going on, love? How you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
You know, I've seen better days. This hasn't been one of the worst.
You heard me.
The worst. So
it's a time today. It's been a time.
You know, we are here today, you guys, to recap, review, and rant about Married at First Sight, Season 12, Episode 2, Hello, Stranger. Okay, y'all, finally, someone has gotten married. Someone has gotten married, y'all. And to think, I thought it'd never show. I thought it'd never happen. But y'all, someone has finally gotten married, and I'm a little excited about it. I don't like the ones that they gave us particularly because I wanted to see Chris. What is it with this show and them saying, you know, every episode is a stay tuned for what you thought you was about to see today?
They do like to captivate the people in that way.
Every episode is stay tuned next week for what you thought you was about to see on today's episode.
Absolutely.
And I'm getting sick and tired of being sick and tired.
But that's how it goes. That's how they do the show. That is how they do it.
I don't know how y'all stick around for this. We need to boycott.
You know, no.
You said no?
No.
Well, let's get into.
I just love it so much.
You like the episode?
You know, I did like the episode. I felt like it gave me an opportunity to lean in a little bit more on these 3 couples.
Okay.
And it was nice to see, get some more FaceTime with them without them like jumping from so many couple to couple. You're able to get like some more quality time with each one.
I could see that. I do.
Do
you feel like you got to know a little bit more of one couple than you didn't before?
Yes.
Okay. Who can you tell us who? Because I truly feel the same way about Eric and Virginia that I felt before, except for I don't like the mama even more.
You don't like Eric's mom even more?
Yeah, she could go.
She really strikes me as a Trumper.
Girl, more than that.
Like, yeah, she's giving me like I have a Confederate flag. I don't know. I guess like I feel the same, but I feel a little more hopeful for Virginia and Eric. They were so giddy when they met each other, and I didn't expect them to hit it off like that. And I thought that was just really sweet to watch. It was just an honest experience. I loved that they really liked each other from the beginning. Okay. I mean, it can go to hell in a handbasket at any moment.
I'm sure they will be.
Well, I appreciated that it was a very sweet moment. And actually, your fave, Ryan, did gain some points with me yesterday.
Did he? Okay, so I realized what I liked about him. And I know
Tell us, please.
I know my boyfriend was getting really upset with me. Probably not, but there was this guy I used to date, and he looks similar to Ryan, but not all the way. But he has those eyes that you want to melt in. When Ryan looks at me, and when I say me, I mean into her eyes, but the camera has zoomed in on his face. I feel like he's touching a part of me that hasn't been touched in a minute. And I really do appreciate and value and like looking into his eyes. There's something about him that I really just like. So let's go through the couples, you guys. There are only 3 couples that was married today. And that was Clara and Ryan, Virginia and Eric, and Brianna and Vincent. Who do you want to cover first?
Vincent. I think we'll just start from the beginning, go in order. So we got Clara and Ryan up first.
Yeah, so we have Clara and Ryan. They took off their blindfolds. Now, girl, talk about fetishizing black men, because Clara was like, You're drooling once she took that blindfold off.
Okay, my girl was salivating. She did see something that she had liked.
Very much so. Okay, and it was of color. Okay.
And you
They,
know she wanted to be of
she
color.
wanted the other box
The
check.
specificity with
Okay.
her request. She said racially ambiguous.
Racially ambiguous.
Okay.
They liked each other. I did like, so Claire's letter to the family talked about her being energetic, free spirited. She will remember your favorite song and your favorite food. That she is keen on surprising. She has a surprise. She knows a lot about serial killers, which is my fave because I love serial killers. She just needs. You didn't know I love serial killers? I have an unhealthy obsession with serial killers. I don't like one-off people. Like that was like crimes of passion or rage.
Commit to it. Commit.
Yeah, but I like serial killers when you're into like I need a method. I need you to have a system, a certain type of people that killing. Yes, like that. I have an unhealthy obsession with serial killers. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
And then Ryan's letter. So what did you think about the family's letter about her? I felt like it really, you could see it coming through.
Yeah. I feel like what they're saying is honest, and I like them as a match. I think I like it so far.
His letter was that he's dedicated, he's committed, he doesn't make any decisions lightly. When he said that, she was like, "Oh my God, you're my father. Like you're just like my daddy." If he's not maxing out at the gym, he's spending time with his friends and family, which it doesn't seem like he's a family person to me. He gives me, I'm hanging around my white friends.
Family. It might be more his friends than his family.
It just every time he said it, I was like,
in the name.
I don't praise the serial killers, but I am obsessed with their mindsets. I'm obsessed with how they think. I'm obsessed with why they got that way, their background, their history. I should have been a sociology major or a psychology major, but I didn't have the time, honey, and I didn't see a prosperous profession for me. But my baby knows me. Never mind. But I'm so yeah. I really want to know, how did they get this way? What made them this way? Yeah, I'll do a video about it. But anyway, so then after that we have their vows. He says that now Ryan told Clara, "You have been everywhere I've ever been. Okay, you was there when I scraped my knee. You was there when I ate cereal for the first time. You were there when I got my first gold sticker in school. You were there when I lost my virginity. You were there when I whacked off before him. Okay, you have always been in my life, and I want you to know that I've always known of you being there. Basically, you've been stalking me since the beginning."
I don't think that's what he was meaning by that.
Oh, you didn't get that?
That's not what I picked up. We can't put that down. I thought it was so sweet. I'm a sucker for a man who is sweet. I might have had one thug tear.
Oh my God! I wish he would have said that. That girl, that's what I heard. I'm just telling you what I heard. Okay. And then
it was beautiful.
It was really beautiful. I cried. Now there were several times that I cried throughout this episode.
Really?
Very much so. So Busy loves a wedding, and Busy loves love. I cried so many times throughout this episode. It was hard for me to take it. And I kept looking at my boyfriend thinking like, oh, we really behind. These people don't even know each other and they're getting married. And I've been with you for 2 years.
No,
okay?
Don't do that. Comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah,
walk away from that right now.
Stolen, and I'm ready for them to steal like that guy. Okay. So after that, you got her letter, and she was saying that she's never had a loss of words. But this is the first time that she is, and trying to figure out. Something about a dog, something about something else. That was it. I don't know. I didn't write down anything. But after that, they did their vows. They kissed that. I just like when you look at her in the eyes. I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep saying it. But then after that, they go and they talk, and he's like, she's like, well, what's my new last name? And he says Aubrey. And Ubre. And she's like, oh, I was looking for more like a Smith Jones, something real niggerish. I didn't think that I was gonna get something
That is
Creole.
not what she said. I think she was expecting something basic.
I wanted Smith, Jones, Williams. I didn't think that I was going to get Ubre. So she
I
turned
think
me
it's
off a
a
little.
beautiful last name, and
I loved
she
it.
better
She turned me
adapt.
off. She turned me off very quickly.
Yeah, I would hope that that's not what she meant.
I thought I wanted a Smith, a Jones, a Black.
Again, I don't think Smith or Jones are black. They're
The
just
Williams, something that has slave
American
heritage.
and basic.
Something the black people got. They talked about their birthday. He's a Gemini, she's a Capricorn. I peeped that. Do you know what that
I don't know
connection?
anything about any compatibility matches that don't have anything to do with the Pisces. I've
Amen.
only read up on men that I should be involved with and men who I should stab if they speak to me.
Amen. Okay.
And that's as far as I got in the astrology book.
Okay. So you well versed. Okay.
Well versed and like eek 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 eek.
They talked about she asked what his number one thing was, and he said, oh, you actually said it in your vows. I need someone to call me out on my BS if when I'm thinking I'm right. And I also need somebody like that too. Like I always feel like I'm right. Even when I'm wrong, I feel like I'm right.
But
And
you
you
don't
need to
like to
learn how
be
to tell me
called
that.
out.
I need someone who knows how to talk to me in my language. I don't want to be wrong. And someone who knows me knows that busy don't want to be wrong. So I need to be corrected so I can tell all these hoes that I'm right again. Okay. But I need someone to know how to speak to me
Now,
and
are
tell
you
me that
working
I'm
with
right.
your partner because that's a compromise in both directions? They can adjust their language, but you have to adjust how receptive you are. Because if you don't want to hear
Is
that
it
you're
give it
wrong,
to
it don't matter how much fluff they put on it. You
I
don't want to
need
hear
more of a sarcastic, like, when you say such and such, you mean such and such. That is what I meant. What did
it.
I
You got
say?
the one. You got the. I'm gonna tell you, you got the one. Okay, because you know I be 2 steps off your ass. I said what I said,
That's true.
and don't make me
Do you like to
drive
be
past
called
your
out?
house.
You like to be called out? You do call me out. Do you like to be called out?
Do I like it? No, but I think it's easier for me to take than it is for you to take.
Very much so. I don't like to be wrong. You just gotta be able to say it right.
But I'm also, I guess, because I'm married now, it feels mandatory. Like it's like either we're not gonna make it or we're gonna have to like talk about tough stuff sometimes. And
Okay.
some stuff is like, don't do that. Just don't do that. I love you. And I'm telling you because I love you. But also, did you hear the part I said before, which was don't do that?
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
I get
And
you.
that's my husband love checking me. Favorite activities.
Oh,
Love when
okay.
I'm wrong. Enjoy. Favorite pastimes. Get
Shout
me
out
right
to
there. Will
BB's
gather me
husband.
right up. Will gather me right up.
Shout out to BB's husband. That was cute. Favorite pastime. I love that. I'm gonna use that
No,
when I
don't
get
care nothing
married.
about it. Don't care nothing about it.
I think that they have this attraction to each other mentally and physically. They really were looking at each other like, I'm gonna eat you
Yes.
and I'm gonna eat you. I was
Yes.
nervous when she was like, I have a major fear that I'm gonna fall in love with you and you're not gonna love me back.
I appreciate her being honest about her fears. Right? She just might have some abandonment stuff going on. We've all got our issues.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
I
He
respect
looked a
her for
little
saying it.
nervous.
And I respect her for being self-aware enough
Mm-hmm.
to know that about herself and to trust her partner already enough to tell the truth about what she's afraid of.
Oh, I
Because I think
agree.
also if she starts acting away, like now that he knows that, I think it's easy to pinpoint like why someone might be withdrawing from you. Like, what are you scared of? Because a lot of those behaviors are rooted in fears. So if we
Yeah.
share our fears with one another, then like when we start to have behaviors that are like not that are contradictory to like what we're saying, like that we love each other, we want to be together, then your
Mm-hmm.
partner can help bring you back if they know like why you're behaving that way, and a lot of times it's because you're scared of something.
Oh, oh,
That's
babe, what you
sweet.
scared of?
Oh my god, yo ass.
That's true. That's true. After that, we get them doing their dance. They talk to each other about what they've done before. They both went to a Bleak 182 and Lil Wayne concert. What was that like?
You know, that's the same thing we said. I said, now that's a crowd thing. I said everybody in there was on good drugs.
What is
Lil
that
Wayne
like?
and Blink 182. First of all, Blink 182 cranks, and Lil Wayne got the hits on top of the hits on top of the hits. I'm talking about mixtapes out like back,
Not the
back. I don't know if he got the rights to do Project Chick without everybody else. I don't know how far he going back. Like he going back to like go DJ. But I mean,
okay.
even if you going back to the Carter 3, that's still
I
damn
mean,
near
he
a
does have
decade of hits.
hits.
You know,
I don't know any Blink 182 songs though.
all the small things. Isn't that Blink 182?
I don't know. The
All
only thing is
the small things
things.
to get do things.
I assume everything is Paramore.
Boom, boom. Say it ain't so. I will not. You assume everything. Wait, Paramore.
That's my bass favorite song. When I hear something
Paramore
like
was not even out when Blink 182 was out when we were in like fifth grade. Don't
that's
do
why I
that.
don't know them.
Don't do that. I don't like what you're. I don't like what you just
I
did
didn't.
right
I
there.
don't
Look,
know
I don't
them.
like what you just
I
did.
did Candy Pop. Okay, that's what I did. I did Mandy Moore, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera. I didn't know
Jessica
there
Simpson, LFO,
were. Yeah, I didn't.
98 degrees.
When Avril Lavigne came and was trying to shake the table, I was like, "Girl, you're really
She
dark.
did think she was gonna shake that room with that heavy ass eyeliner. I said, "Girl, we're not here for it.
You're very
We're
dark.
not ready to emo it.
You're
We're not." I'm still my name. You know, before we agreed on nobody puts BB in a corner. You know that top contender was "Hit Me BB One More Time"
that is
because
it.
we stand Britney Spears. We
Amen.
stand. We still want the bubble gum. We still want the pop. Okay,
Exactly.
we still want it.
So they do that. They have their dinner. They talk about this being the professionals talk about this dinner being their first date in front of everyone. So how awkward it can be. They're talking about how they both were poli sci majors. Well, she said she was when first she dropped out. And she kept saying she was the 15th wheel. I'm so tired of being the 15th wheel. I'm so tired of being the 15th wheel. I didn't get it, but okay, girl.
I think she has a whole bunch of like married friends, and
Oh,
she
and
just be
she's
out with
always
them.
I didn't like how they kept editing, or do you think that they kept editing it so that it looks like he's tired of her talking? She did talk a lot when her friends came to the table. Oh my God, where's my sneakers? Because I wanted to wear those not out. And he was just like, but I wasn't sure if they edited it like that because some of the stuff that she was saying didn't fit with the facial expression that he was giving.
Yeah. So that scene actually resulted in me and my husband getting into an argument.
Let's talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I was upset because he was like, "Oh, he's so tired of her. She just won't stop talking, blah, blah." And at first he had said, "Well, she sounds kind of like an airhead because she was complaining about all of this stuff."
Uh-huh.
And I was like,
She's nervous.
well, no, I think for the wedding day, men see it as a lot more simple than women do because we have so many other components going on. Y'all go get a haircut, your beard and stuff is laid out, you know, you good, you put on your suit, you come on in.
Yeah.
We got hair that can go wrong, nails that can go wrong, makeup that can go wrong, your dress don't fit right, it won't bustle, the hem is not right, your undergarments is showing, you need a spank,
Yeah.
whatever it is, all kinds of stuff.
We'll talk about who needs a spank later.
We already know who needs an undergarment, honey. Only one person needs an undergarment.
One of these people, oh my God, praise God for that button. That was the star of the show. But I feel like, so you feel like she was just nervous or just talking a lot?
Yeah, I think at that point it was like when you get to the reception, you feel like you've kind of made it through the experience.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she was just kind of venting.
Yeah.
Even if his face was his face, I didn't take it as like I'm tired of her as much as I don't know how to navigate this because I don't know her. Right. So if I was doing that, my husband would like kind of give me a look and be like, okay, you done, right? Like, but he know, like, I don't really need to be like soothed, or I'll be like, could you act like you care? Like, and I'll just like yell at him to act like he cares, and then we can move. But these people don't know each other.
True.
So if she's doing it, like, you don't know if she's actually in a state of panic or if she's just, but you don't know what this is.
Right.
And you don't know how to support her.
So you felt like
So
it
you
was
sitting
like
there looking
a,
crazy.
how do I figure out what to say back?
Yeah, I think so. Like, how do I care for her in this moment? Or is she just talking to her friends? Should I just let them do this lady thing they doing over there? And like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Z Davis says that Vincent can be annoying for a first impression, though.
it can, but he'll get over it.
Okay.
People
Well,
that shit happens. Shit happens. Now, what I've recently learned that maybe it's an overgeneralization. My husband and I see venting as very different. So for a long time, he felt like I was like complaining about work, and he's like, "If you hate this," and I'm like, "I don't hate it. I just was venting, right?" Like,
I can't vent.
yeah, but me and my friends like talk about nonsense that happens at work all the time. We still about to go in there tomorrow and get that coin. Like,
Amen.
it's just like, can you believe this bullshit? Blah blah, and then it's over. But
Yeah.
he doesn't process venting in that same way. So anything could be happening for him at work, and he doesn't say anything about it. And I'm like, I know it's some bullshit going on down here.
That's what I be saying. I know y'all got
But he
some.
doesn't say anything about it. But I think he kind of views the venting as like complaining and like, if you hate it, then say something. But like otherwise, why are you like talking about it? And I'm like, because it makes me feel better to like say it out loud and then move on. Oh.
Let's talk about Z Davis. She might have been trying to keep a conversation going too. I can believe that as well. It's like it can be awkward. Let's keep talking instead of always asking questions.
Yeah.
This is what I feel like he kept trying to do. We got our whole lives. We married. Let's talk about what's happening right now during this time.
Yeah.
I don't like this dress. It's a lot going on under here.
Yeah.
Okay. After that, then we have their speeches. We get the father of the bride, which I really, really loved. He got up and he was like, first of all, I want to say thank y'all for not having me pay for nothing up in here. I was able to save a coin, okay, and come to my daughter's wedding. And I really appreciate that. And that she's had the gift of gab since 3. Her first gift of gab session was her talking about how she does not like how Britney Spears dress. And that she is an extrovert of all extroverts. I thought he was reading the mom because he was like, she can go to the bathroom and make a friend for life, and I think she gets that from her mother. And I said, well, why we had to bring in the bathroom, meeting friends in the bathroom? And
first of all women make friends in the bathroom. Whatever. I don't take that. I've given so much advice and been counseled and brought back to life by drunk women in bathrooms. It's just a rite of passage. If you've never been drunk and talked to some random lady in a bathroom and were like, girl, your dress. Girl,
you look so good.
Yes, ma'am, you look so good. That's what we do in the bathroom. That's what we do in the bathroom. That's not a dig. I didn't take it as a dig.
I feel like he was trying to read her. I did not like, though, that, and this is for you, Lifetime. I didn't like
the bathroom is sacred.
That you're baited and switched it. Y'all had that fine brother walk up there like you was about to get him to speak, and then we got to listen to Steven.
We did notice the old switcheroonie.
I didn't like that switcheroonie. I didn't like that. What the brother about to say, and then here's
Which you already know Chad is not here for, so they probably had to edit out Chad dry ass speech because he can't be bothered.
That's true.
Because he can't be bothered. He probably gave the first speech and they were like, can somebody else?
Next one.
Next caller.
I did think that Steven did say something that reminded me of me because I am a FaceTimer. I don't like to talk anything that could be a simple text. I'm a FaceTime for it. I just really love to be on FaceTime.
You know what the only thing you do more than FaceTiming people is showing up to their houses.
I sure do. I want face-to-face.
Show up to your house.
But yeah, I'm always bringing food and gifts.
Unannounced.
Food and gifts. Well, no, because I say, excuse me, I'm around the corner or I'm here.
No, you don't even always do that.
Hey, girl, I was just in the neighborhood, so I came from my state.
Walks in. The screen door was open. We just came in. Ollie let us in.
At whispering because I do be loud too. I don't even
loud. Come in here loud. It'd be like 9 o'clock in the morning. My husband be like, "Your friends downstairs."
Come on down, everybody.
Come on, everybody up.
So that was their wedding. I still have hope for them. I loved it. I had so much fun watching it. I laughed, I cried, I fell in love with Ryan's eyes. Um, yeah, what about you?
I can't say that I fell in love with his eyes, but I did like them together. I thought it was a
Mhm.
very sweet beginning. And I'll say overall, this episode set the tone for a really good season because it seems like everybody's going to be having sex. And I really think that's good for the season.
Amen
Like everybody's
to
at
that.
least physically into each other. Nobody's acting standoffish. I hate when couples are like standoffish in the beginning. I'm like, nobody wants to see this. Like,
They're diving
divers
in.
only. Divers only.
Hashtag divers only. I put that in the comments. Hashtag
Put
divers only. If
divers
you're watching this
only.
later, put that in the comments.
Okay.
Hashtag divers only.
Go under. Wasn't that, didn't that used to be a song? Pleasure P under?
Pleasure. Now you remember that used to be my come get this pleasure.
Yes.
Okay, so which couple you want to do next? You want to do Eric and Virginia, or you want to go
Yes.
with?
No, Eric and Virginia were next.
Okay, so we're gonna do Eric and Virginia. Eric is ready. Virginia, she's really scared. I do love how, and I don't know if they did this on purpose, but like all of her family had like this purple streak, so she incorporated like the purple eyeshadow into. I like
Hated
it.
it.
They
Hated it.
seem so cute
Hated
together.
it.
They
No.
coordinated.
No. Her mother with these streak floaty flipped out bangs in purple, you look crazy. And if you remember the New Orleans season, last season, her mama looked like she belonged with Bennett and Amelia in them.
Okay.
Okay. Just looking fresh out that theater circus.
I liked it.
You look crazy.
You can see the quirkiness. What I'm nervous about though is as I'm starting to look at their family, it could either go very well or it can go very wrong because you have this fun, flirty, we got these colors in our hair, we're trying to do something different, lesbians order, kids by
all of that is fine. You know what? I'm as liberal as they come, okay?
Yeah.
But she took too many liberties with that eyeshadow. Now we've got to take some of these liberties back. All of this, man. No, we didn't.
I thought it was cute. It reminds me of somebody who dances like this.
Far. It was too far. Again, I actually liked the purple as a touch.
Okay, that's what I
really did. You know, I love a color on the lips,
and it looks good too. Your look.
Oh, this is from the Lip Bar.
Okay, come on, Lip Bar.
Black-owned cosmetic company. Okay.
Yeah.
Owned by a black woman out of Detroit.
Z. Davis said we will not slander Bennett and Amelia.
No, it's not slander. I love Bennett and Amelia. I love them. What I'm saying, the unicycle is iconic. Bennett's night dress, me and my husband will never let go of that mustard yellow night dress shirt that he wore all the time. We love him. What I'm saying.
I gotta see it. Now I gotta see it.
Oh, you've got to see it. It's legendary. What I'm saying is Virginia's mother just looks like she belonged to that camp. Now, what I liked about Bennett and Amelia was that they whole squads, like they pulled up being weirdos and they whole squads was weirdos too. And it was like, oh, these two weird ass families about to like
That's
live
how I
together
feel
in
about
perfect
her,
harmony.
though. You don't
but
think so?
I don't see that. I feel like her mom is kind of weird. She's like quirk. I don't see Virginia as weird. I think
she's
like,
quirky, like and fun.
Yeah, sure.
Fearless, living fearless.
Yeah, I don't see that as like weird though.
Okay.
I want to call her weird.
I'll say open, free spirit.
Sure.
Like,
yes.
You could call her. She'd be like, sure, I'll go. I've never heard of it.
To it. Sorry, I am exhausted. But the eyeshadow. Okay, so again, I thought that the purple touch was beautiful conceptually. The eyeshadow looked like it was all above her eyebrow. Like it just was too much. It was too many shades. It wasn't. I didn't like it. For me, it was distracting. Okay. Because I actually think the rest of her face looked nice, and her dress was really pretty.
Okay.
This eye was distracting.
As they was getting down to it, Eric's mom, Donna, look into this. Donna, let me tell you something real quick, Donna. First of all, I feel like there's an unhealthy obsession with your son, and I'm gonna get into what this unhealthy obsession is and how I'm peeping it, Donna. I'm talking to you specifically, Donna.
And you know she's watching while applying her nightly eye creams and serums.
Yeah, it's plotting to steal Christmas next year because she's a Grinch. I didn't like her at this whole thing.
Do not disrespect the Grinch.
The Eric's mother was just too much for me, and this sadness that she got going on, and I feel bad for y'all. Let's pour some out one time for Sarah's Eric's daddy, because that's a sad time. You to go through life with that woman, you the real MVP. Okay, you the real MVP. And that's a sad, it looked like a sad life, and a sad lady. She don't even let you like chocolate chip. She let you steal candy from kids after they get it. I don't like her. She seems mean, evil, and has a healthy obsession with her son. Did you see when they were going down and she was like, well, you know, you can always not do this if
you don't have to do it.
Girl, your son man, he's decided he wants to do it. He done got pot.
He has already been married.
Pilot. All types of stuff. He said he's done with his career, okay? Or just all types of and you see here trying to chastise him, man. He look like a little boy.
Now let's just he's like a year older than us, so let's just not call him old like that with such fervor in our voices.
He's very seasoned. He's very seasoned in life, okay? And I didn't like.
He's seen some things for sure.
Flying planes, whole planes, aeroplanes,
the whole wild
like that, okay?
Yeah.
And then when they going down, I don't know if it was just me, y'all, but look, she's like, okay, well, it's time to go. He's like, okay, mom, I'm gonna go. She's like, okay. As she's trying to kiss him on it looked like she was going for the mouth.
People do that. Now I don't like that.
She was like, okay, and he was like, okay, mom, and he's like, come on, just a little bit on the. I said, what is going on? You about to be 40 years old. What she feels like her son shouldn't be getting married because I feel like she has an unhealthy obsession with him.
Yeah, I mean, she's married. She's likely alienated her husband with her behavior, so he don't pay her no mind.
Because he's fun.
Yeah, he not paying her no mind. I'm tired of Eric's mother. She's a downer. I'm glad that we won't have to see her too much throughout the season. Like they see the parents maybe one more time, like after they get married. I think they do like a brunch with the parents, and then like halfway through they'll do like some other like hangout thing, but like we don't see them a lot, and thank goodness. I'm not interested in seeing her. What I will say though is that Eric, when he met Virginia, the kisses and the pictures, I saw he might be down for a little more fun than we had thought.
That's it. You know what I think that's
like as square as I thought he was gonna be.
I think once he realized that Virginia opened up, so y'all, as we get through as we get through the wedding, you can tell that there's so many things I want to say. Hold on, let me get to. So Virginia's family writes something, and they say that the family's huge. It's a big part of her. Was my Greek wedding huge?
Yeah, my big fat Greek wedding.
My big fat Greek wedding huge. Her pet is very important to her, and she's always dancing. She's life of the party, and it's never a dull moment. His family said that he's not a good communicator about his feelings, but he is very generous. He has a big heart. His vows said that he's gonna appreciate her. First of all, he said, "Thank you so much for coming." Okay, I'm glad that you showed up today. Okay,
he could have been embarrassed.
And I love that. And then he says, you know, I am always going to show you loyalty, trust, and respect. And, you know, the sky's the limit, and I love the skies. And then Virginia said that she's always going to be loyal and supportive to him and never forget his birthday, even when they get old. Her dog came out, y'all. And I stopped the press because I had to send this to BB. Y'all, who?
That little girl?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have to show it. This has to be offspring of Virginia. I mean, of Donna. It got to be Donna offspring because they just seem so much like each other. Who is this little girl at the wedding, and why did they feel like she needed to be up at the front with everybody else? Who is this little girl?
With a bad attitude.
She looked like this throughout the whole entire time. Look at it. Look at it. Just not happy to be here. Don't match. Look at the mess. Who is this little girl? This is Donna's offspring for sure.
That's our oldest grandbaby. She been working on this grandbaby to be a grinchy ass.
That little girl, and she distracted me from the wedding because you got the dog coming up, right? She's like, oh, come here, Puckles, or whatever the dog name is, right? Here, the little girl in the back. The face just stuck.
Her grandmother already told her not to smile.
I'm starting to think, girl, I did not like that. That little girl was just mad and upset in the back. Okay. So as we get to that, they did kiss, and I could see that one, I didn't like how he was talking to her. It almost seemed like he had to keep trying to reassure her, like, you can do this with me. Don't worry about it. I felt like there was an insecurity coming through, and maybe it was just me reading it. Like, don't worry, we got this. We can do it. I got you. We can do this together. And it's like, girl, I'm staying here. Give me a kiss. Let me put my tongue down your throat with my drunk breath. Because I felt like there was an insecurity about him, his looks, how he felt, how old he was, and seeing her, she's young, she's youthful, and it's like,
well, he's also lame. And I think that's what was creeping out. Is like, hey, I know I'm a lame. Please like me anyway. Let me be super nice.
Yeah.
So you'll grow to like some things about me and look past the fact that I'm lame.
I felt like I was getting that. It was just like, okay, she's already here. You don't need to keep saying that to her. It's okay. No, we got it. You're good.
Well, that could be like, how he cares for his partners, though.
Trust me.
Maybe he's just like that.
Jose has got her together. She's okay. We all know
Jose has certainly gathered her right on up. She's here for a good time. Whatever. It doesn't matter what you say. Now, what we did notice, my husband and I said, you know what, that Virginia is on her own wave. And so he's like trying to keep up with her, he's there, but she's like, okay. And she is just having a good time by herself. She doesn't need him.
That is true. She could have had the wedding by herself.
And that could prove to be very good for their relationship. Because my girl said, oh, as long as you're not sobbing in a corner, we're having a great time.
Amen.
And she's just out here living. I like it.
I love them together. I liked when they got a chance to sit down. I was afraid about how much they were highlighting, because I was looking at the B-roll. They would show her sipping the same glass several times, and they would show the same clip.
Oh yeah.
They were
make
really
stuff
trying
up trying to act like she was like drunk. And
yeah.
Also, she's a grown ass woman. Like, you drink at weddings. And
young. The girl is
my bridal party suite had all the bottles of rosé, like all the drinks, and then all night I was just asking people to bring me more drinks. Is there any more of this rosé? Could you rustle me up?
I would want them to be drunk. I want to be drunk during mine.
I would need to be drunk.
After the bottles are done, I hope I don't even remember none of y'all hoes.
That's how my wedding went.
And I want my feet to be muddy like your bridesmaid's feet was, or the people in the wedding was. But they kept showcasing her going back to the bar, getting another cocktail. So I did hear from an inside source that they don't have like hard liquor, like spirits. They only have wine
and beer. So my girl couldn't even get her shit off for real.
Right. So it's like, can I get another glass of
wine? Yeah. Keep it coming. Keep it.
She's like, can I get a shot? Okay, well, just give me whatever you got. Whatever.
Do you remember my husband walking around with a bottle of Moet in his hand at our reception?
Amen. See, and that's how it should be.
That's how you keep it coming.
Have that. So
you guarantee it keeps coming by having the bottle in your hand, okay?
But you know who wasn't happy?
The girl in the yellow dress or Donna?
Donna's
never going to be happy. Donna is here to be unhappy. Like, her role is the fun police.
Very much so. I don't
Captain Killjoy. Here she is.
I'm surprised she didn't take out her badge to show her that, excuse me, I'm the police and I'm here to poop the party. Okay.
And I'm to poop on your party.
I didn't like
Excuse me, ma'am. It seems like you're having a parade here. I've brought some rain. Excuse me,
I didn't like it. She was frustrating me the whole entire time. So then they're having their dance. I loved how he said that her smile is contagious. And he talked so hard to like not smile when she smiles. I do like how she was opening. She's ready to dive in. She's like, I'm gonna kiss on my husband, and I know these people are gonna be mad, but we married. So
these people, I can't even fathom grown people minding other grown people's business to the extent that you would be mad about two grown people kissing. Tell me one thing that this has to do with you. Tell me in one way how this has anything to do with you.
I hope
One
she's
way.
not turning him off because she's like, I brought a whole what did she say? She brought a whole cooler to bring upstairs. Like, yes, this is just the wines and no spirits, but the spirit is in the cooler, and I'm gonna bring that to our honeymoon suite. It's already ready for
Yeah,
us.
bring no spirit. You know, also that spirit going in. And they're gonna need that if they're gonna have a successful evening.
I hope it's not turning him off. Do you feel like he may be getting so
I
they
don't think
edited it so
so.
that we would feel like she's drinking
I
a
think
lot?
he's into her. I think he's straddling knowing his family is lame and boring. Like, I think he's trying to play
Mm,
both sides. Like, I don't know what my mom thinks. Like, you do get put in that position. But I think we're going to need to pull out that Bible.
yeah.
When a man findeth a wife,
Oh,
okay, whatever it's saying, for this reason, he leaves his family. He leaves his mother and father and cleaves to his wife. So you're going to have to lean
well.
into that cleaving. Okay, you cleaves to me, not to Donna. We're off of Donna's teat. That's over. That's done. That's canceled. It's over.
Over.
Okay,
I know she is crying tonight. Donna.
done,
Donna,
done,
you need to have a
done.
cocktail too, Donna. Okay, maybe you'll leave your son alone. I don't like that lady, and I'm sorry this whole season y'all gonna hear me talk about Donna,
Don't like
aka
her.
the Grinch.
Don't like her. She definitely calls the police when black people are close to her house. She for sure calls the police when brown people aren't committing crimes.
to be for sure. No, sir. They didn't stop. They're not in the neighborhood anymore. They just drove through. But I wanted to let you know that I saw some.
I wanted to let you know that I saw someone being suspicious. He was driving a car.
Yes. So please note that.
And he
Okay.
looked out the window.
It looked like he was on a GPS.
I felt threatened.
But I'm not sure I felt threat. I locked my door. I'm in a safe space right now.
Yeah.
So they have the dinner, they talk. You could tell they come from different lives, and this is where the separation really comes in because he knew all the utensils. He was like, okay, dessert, zen or salads. And she was like, can you just send me that plate? Okay, I have all the utensils I didn't even have. So I don't know none of this stuff. And he was like, well, you use this. And she's like, okay, just give me my salad and I'm ready.
Yeah, they can bond over that later.
I'm hoping so. He's like, so what do you do for fun? And she was like, I'm out. Okay. He was like, well, what does that mean? Like, what do you mean when you're out? When you go out? What do you do?
Yeah,
like,
concerts, festivals. My girl like a ball.
She didn't make it that. Concerts, festivals, bars, hostels. I go to day spas, evening spas, nude beaches, stuff like that. Nothing major, nothing big. I was like, okay, girl, okay, just eat the salad with the salad fork. Okay.
I don't like that. I feel like just go ahead and tell the truth. What he gonna do? He married to you. What he gonna do now?
She was so open. She was like, yeah.
I like her. I like her. She tell this man the truth. What you lying to this man for?
That's true.
What
She did peep the mom.
You know she gonna be going out to her establishments.
She peeped the mom. So what's up with your mom?
Oh.
He was like, well, you'll get to know her. She'll warm up. That's what. Okay. That's really what he could have said back to her. She's a bee, so nothing we can do. She's like, well, my my parents are conservative, but my siblings, we aren't. Like, she's talking about her sister being a lesbian. She's talking about her nephews being artificially inseminated. At first I was thinking, oh my God, why is she spilling this information? But I feel like they're old enough, and looking at the sister, they've already had that conversation, and everybody's already talked about it a lot. She loves her family. They seem like really loving, happy, and like loving. I love her family, and I'm nervous about how they're gonna deal with his family. Because the dad fit right in, but Donna, she's annoying me. Even when the speeches came in, and her friend came up there and spilled too much of her business about her throwing up in the backseat of cars. I didn't like exactly. Okay, and you don't need to talk to everybody about that, girl. Just make sure that nobody put me in the back seat. Okay, and
she didn't say she threw up. She said just don't put her in the back seat. She will get car sick.
I didn't like that. And you got married before me.
That's news you can use.
And then Jim comes up and he's like, for the first time seeing you, I knew you guys were gonna get married. I was like, that was cute. That was a cute little joke. And then he says, you're getting some great new relatives. Your new father-in-law, he is the most caring, kind, and loving person you'll ever meet. And your mother-in-law, I'll let you figure that out.
I'm gonna let you figure that out.
Donna is rubbing. It must be so hard to live like Donna. It must be so hard living life like this where nobody like you. And you to run a joke, okay? Even in the speeches, the girls are like, there's nothing nice to say.
Yeah, so I can't say anything at all, honey. Now, I think if they're smart, and I think at this point they're old enough, some people you have to ignore. You have that family function and Donna's not invited. Sorry, Donna, you get on everyone's nerves.
This chair is really, this is chair mad at Donna too.
Very mad. Very much upset. No, Donna can't come. She can't come.
You think her son would do that though? Because he seems like he has that connection with her.
No, so I think he would invite her to like Christmas and stuff like that. But if we're doing a kickback at the house, I'm not inviting you. You get on my nerves. Yeah, but I think everybody has to set those kinds of boundaries, or you're gonna be. Her son is going to have to figure it out because she is not the woman that he's going to have to deal with day in and day out. My husband got to hear my mouth and deal with my attitude. So what somebody else wants is secondary because I'm on that ass. So he's going to prioritize. This man, if he want to be happy in his home, happy wife, happy life, all that nonsense, but for real. Because they're going to be the closest in proximity. So he's going to, if the mom is alienating his wife and they can't have a nice time together, then the mom we've got to keep the mom at a little distance. Not like don't talk to your mom. But
she don't want to talk to you already anyway.
Right. Don't invite her to just be like stopping over here to make me, first of all, you're not about to come to my house and make me feel uncomfortable in my house.
Amen. Praise God. I'm with you.
None of that. Don't come over here then. Don't come over here.
Donna, stay in the dungeon. Okay, or keep hold and watching the doors to the pits of hell. Okay, so
somebody's gotta guard it.
So somebody has to, and I would hate for you to lose your job because you wasn't at your post. So
you got to man your post. Okay, okay, we got to do Brianna and Vincent.
Brianna and Vincent. Okay, I said a hard stop at 9. I mean at 10, but I have a 10-minute grace. So because I really did love them, I really
okay,
did.
Okay, well come with it because BB. Nobody puts BB in a corner, but somebody about to put BB in the bed.
Okay, so she's getting out of her comfort zone. We start with Brianna. She's looking very gorgeous. She says, "Look, I'm getting out of my comfort zone." She opened up. She popped open the champagne. I like the little sewing that she got because at first I was like, "What are they doing?" But then I realized that they were putting a sewing around and that her natural hair was out. I like the concept. I wish it matched her
for a second because we just have to. This Black woman giving us a sew-in on national television and saying, "Go ahead and record me getting my sew-in."
True.
I just stand.
The curls didn't match the curls, and that was my only frustration.
Not at first, but they blended it really nicely. They
had to did the best they could.
You feel like her hair didn't blend well? Don't disrespect the woman.
No, because I love the do. I love everything about the do. I stand to do, and I was trying to ask my friend because she get it so I can see it on her. Because I really love to do. I felt like the curls the curls did not match. Once I did the second watch, I was like, ooh, because I was like, I wanted to see what they did so that I could just let her do it. Then I was like, okay. So now I'm noticing how they do it. I'm watching her, sew it in and everything. I'm like, wait a second, because they did try to start to give her a bit of it because her hair is really coily. Mm-hmm. And the sewing that they put in wasn't as coily, so that they tried to relax it just a little bit.
They did not relax her hair. Don't use that word. That's a chemical.
It didn't look like it. It just didn't blend in on the edges part. It just didn't. When you do a rewatch,
no, so I can show you. Her hair was beautiful. Those edges were laid.
I don't know. I ain't like it. I liked the concept. I didn't like how it was done.
I think if you didn't see her getting her hair done, you would have never clocked it.
I could see that. I'll be like, let me not say that. So Vincent is getting y'all. Okay, sorry, y'all. And I hate to go this way. Ben, turn off the computer for a second. Every one of Vincent's friends can get it. And
now this is a -1. He got one friend that I could pass on.
Yeah, -1. But everyone, let me tell you something.
I'm not saying they could get it because
DeAndre,
nobody could get it, but I'm saying a
they
nice
could just from me. DeAndre,
not from me.
if you
Hey, Boosie.
ever need assistance, me and my partner are able to assist. If DeAndre, and I'm just saying, if you ever need assistance, DeAndre so fine. DeAndre was
Did
so
you?
fine.
DeAndre was the chocolatey one with the beard.
No, so he came. So DeAndre was the first one I was looking at. He was the light skinned one with the hair and the
Oh, with
beard.
the beard, and he had a
And the
little.
one who was really helping him with his
He was looking a little like a little Lucius Johnson.
Yes, and I was like, okay. Then they started doing the prayer. That's when the beard man came, and I said, Jesus.
Now,
Where
do you
you
feel
find
like
these people?
he's serving on the same brand as my husband? Because I said that to him. He was like, "We don't look alike at all," and I was like, "You're the same type."
Same type, yeah, but I don't think so. Man, you know I love your husband, but
no, don't say that. You can keep that love to yourself.
you know I love your husband, but because these other friends, all of them. What's going on, Kamisha? Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Kamisha Review. She's doing it out here. Okay, she got her own network on lock, interviews and everything. That's my girl over there. Yeah, make sure y'all go subscribe to Kamisha Reviews. Kamisha, I need DM me so we can do our video. Okay, because you know they're about to do the Bell Collective again, and we need to talk. Okay, but y'all. So then, if we get to wedding time, right after they do the prayer, after that fine chocolate man did the prayer. Y'all, did y'all see? Y'all, let's a moment of silence, okay? And lifting up in strength, fertility, okay? To the button on Vincent's jacket. Amen. Did y'all see that the work but that was the true MVP of the whole episode. That button was holding on, okay? It kept that jacket so snug. It looked like any second that button was gonna say, "Look, okay, I didn't decide to get married at first sight." Okay, that button was using all the strength that it could use throughout this whole entire episode. That button was holding on. Okay, it was holding on. Okay, it was keeping that thing nice and tight and right up in there. And I said, Vincent, and the thing is, shout out to whoever was the person the tailor. Shout out to the tailor because they put that button on.
It was reinforced, and that button. I mean, yes, it was holding on to God's unchanging hand.
That button was so awesome.
It was wrapped up, tied up, and tangled up.
That thing was because the jacket looked like it was ready to bust it. Dad jacket. Y'all, shout out to Commission Reviews for the $2 difference. I mean, for the super sticker. Yo, we appreciate you so much. Yo, shout out to for the super sticker, y'all. Thank you so much. Y'all both.
I told my husband earlier, why you want me putting no money in my life?
Y'all keeping this raggedy ass show. What a flow.
Never had to give something up. Now he done bought something. Now
you gotta bust it like that jacket was trying to do, girl. It was trying to bust it open. He kept coming down when he was coming down the aisle, and I was thinking, no, go like this, Vincent, or go like this, Vincent. Okay, because
just open it up. Just open it up. Just unbutton it. Just unbutton it.
For some parts you can, when once we're getting at the wedding, you gotta have it closed. It's customary.
You don't have to. I mean, I feel like it looks better open than to strain it.
Because it was that thing was
an injury.
Work. But somebody, you could have put
you could have put your eye out.
That button was holding on. Okay, it was so strong. Yo, shout out. Yo, Lifetime. Can we see if we can get that button married at first sight? I think it's only fair.
Leave his button alone.
I think it's only fair.
That's what you were saying need a undergarment.
Very much so.
You know what? A man's Spanx. A Manx.
All that up in here. Okay, just a second. Just for the wedding.
They do make that undershirt.
That thing was
a little compression piece for gentlemen.
I said they must have, because everybody had a blue suit. They must have switched it up with Chris's or something because that thing was
No,
tight.
no. So he had that green suit. Remember, Vincent had on that green.
Vicente, you should have stopped. Was it just me also? Or did somebody pass Vicente the J before he got one on the alto? Because Vicente the whole time was like,
He
I
did
love my
seem
wife.
like he had like maybe his edible had just hit. Like he had an edible like an hour ago and was like, this edible ain't shit. And then
Mhm.
like he walked down and was like, oh shit, this edible's
Girl,
some
it's
shit.
starting,
It always hits at the most inopportune time.
it's starting to
Um,
hit. I couldn't take it. I could not take it. But they came down the aisle. Brianna looked gorgeous.
gorgeous.
That
Gorgeous.
dress, and it had this slit so perfectly. Brianna, you did that. So was it? Can you tell me what is it called? What is her hairpiece called?
What do you
Kamisha
mean?
said he drank that brown liquor. So I kept wanting to call it. So my ex girlfriend loved a brooch, loved the brooch. Had
Uh-huh.
just millions and millions of brooches. She loved a brooch. You could not stop the girl from having brooches, right? So I saw the big thing. I was like, is that a big brooch that she just put in her hair? Like, what is that piece
Oh, because
called?
they
Is
make
it
these like it's
a
like a thing.
hairpiece?
It's like a little comb, like a you know what I'm saying? But they've like embellished the top part of it, so you just like basically like push it back into your hair like a little comb.
Is it a name for it?
I don't know what it would be called.
Y'all, if y'all know the name for that piece, y'all put it in the comments. Yo, shout out, put your bees in the comments for Bobbles. She said, just hope Vincent leaves the strippers alone now that he's married. Yo,
He
I'm gonna
better.
talk about that because as they started to get married, so as the wedding proceeds, Brianna's family says that she's bossy. And the only thing y'all need to know is that she's gonna boss you around, okay? You're gonna get a loving boss. She's an obsessed dog mom, and her dog's name is Cookie. He said he liked cookies, he's a man of God, and basically he inspired the whole family to do well. That's what his letter said. Okay. Vincent said that he's going to. I cried. This one I cried again. He said, I'm gonna listen to you even when you're not saying anything. And I looked at my husband again and I said, I mean my boyfriend again, and I said, these people we married the first time. Okay. It has been 2 years. I thought that was so beautiful. I kept crying. She was saying that she's gonna have a journey filled with adventure. She's gonna talk his head off, but you know, communication is key. And that she's gonna take marriage very seriously. And that even when people say that he's crazy for doing this, they're crazy together. And I really appreciate it and love that. What's it called?
They just call it a comb.
Okay.
You can like
I
have
really
like
loved
teeth like
it.
a comb, and then they just embellish it with all kind of other stuff. So you like you comb it straight back, and just the embellished part sits out, and the rest
Yeah.
of it is like under your hair.
Hers was so
Hmm.
gorgeous. It just it was very large. It was an accent piece that I just think it fit just perfectly. It went well with it. Her dress was so simple. I was a fan of it.
Gorgeous. Oh my goodness, I loved her dress.
I love how they did, I'm your husband. She said, I'm your wifey. Okay. They go to the champagne, they talk. What I loved about them, and this is when I started to get to the whole Vincent the stripper thing. What I started to notice about them is that Vincent still has this innocence and childlike wonder or something about him. Now clearly the girl loves a cocktail, okay, but there's definitely this innocence about him still and youthfulness about him, which makes me feel like, okay, well, that is someone who he looks like someone who will go talk to a stripper because he's still young and he just still had this where
Mhm.
she gives me old soul. Like the girl still looks young and youthful, but she gives me
Yeah,
stop that.
yeah.
And they're very different on that because he smiles a lot, he's giddy, he like when he has a cocktail, he's like really youthful. So yeah, going up to a stripper and talk to a stripper seems like something that type of person would do. And she seems so seasoned and well put together and old soul. She just gives me old soul.
I think she's giddy too, though. I see it as a good point. If they figure out a healthy way to do it, it could be a good point of balance. Because if he's that giddy and young acting, it's like it's refreshing and it's nice, but it could also be naive in moments, right? So if she's like, ah, ah, Not a good idea. Right?
Yeah.
Like you need your partner to be able to do that.
And I think that he's going to, because it seems like he comes from a matriarch. And when the cousin was like, yo, this is, Matata, she's the boss now. And he's like, well, yeah, you're the boss. Like, I had a problem with that. We already know the women in our family, the boss. I'm still scared of my grandma. Okay. So I feel like they match them very well. At first I was nervous, but it seems like he has no problem letting the women take the lead. It seems like he comes from a matriarch family.
Mm-hmm.
As they were getting to know each other, she's like, do you like dancing? He's like, yes, I'm Dominican. Yeah, I'm gonna teach you, all of the merengue and all this stuff.
Excited for that.
I was in heaven. He just,
I'm here for this cultural
he got
fusion.
more attractive. You said there was something that changed about him. You said he got points. Yeah, you said there were points that Vincent got. Or was it Ryan?
It was Ryan who got some points.
It was Ryan. So Vincent the same. I liked him. I liked them together. I liked how she was like, I'm excited because at first I thought he was going to hold my hand, but he clutched my hand, which means that he's going to be like a protector and like a security blanket. I was like, that's cute. I wouldn't have thought about that. They danced. I liked when he was like, you know what? I'm really excited. I think we can do it. She's like, you think? He was like, I believe we can do it. She's like, that's better. You believe. And I was like, this is so cute. I really, really do like them.
Yeah.
They talked about the food that they like to eat. She's a pescatarian. And he seems like he likes to eat all different types of food. I felt nervous for him when she was like, oh, I don't eat meat. And he was like, oh, okay. You vegetarian? Or she's like, oh no, I'm pescatarian, so I still eat fish. She's like, okay, well, I like fish too. I feel like he just keeps saying he like whatever she like. You have a dog named Cookie. Oh, I like cookies.
What you want him to do? Guys can sit on his wedding day like they're trying to find commonalities.
I like that. I
think also what would Dominican Afro Latina Afro Latin X cuisine? Being pescatarian is probably fine.
Oh yeah,
a lot of fish, a lot of shellfish. You're good, probably.
I think it's gonna be fine. I loved how he was like, I want to do that with you. Like, it's just something about him.
It's very sweet. It's very sweet.
Not understanding love. Somebody like that, I would try to date. Somebody where I'm like, okay, he not gonna be able to cook by himself. Okay, I'm gonna have to feed him, make sure I gotta come home and take care of him because I'm a caretaker by trade. I feel like he needs a caretaker. He just seemed like somebody who's like, oh, I want to cook with you too. Ooh, I agree.
But I like that he's like, I'll bring home the bacon, and then I want to make the bacon with you.
Oh,
I want to do stuff with you. That's really sweet.
Did you like his idea of a perfect day? He's like, look, let's cook something together, put on a meal, and cuddle and watch TV.
I love it. I've been forcing my husband to cook in quarantine. I usually have to feed him liquor to get him to participate, but whatever.
See, I gotta turn off the internet. I gotta turn off the internet and electricity into my base office, and then he'll do anything I need him to. All you gotta do is go to the switch box and cut off all the electricity to the computers.
But I don't know what happened to that router.
What like they came out.
I keep calling Xfinity. You know they don't even have no human beings to answer the phone no more, baby.
Yes, they said they can't get nobody for 3 years. You want to cook?
You want to go somewhere? You want to roll over to BB house unannounced?
You want to?
I made some lasagna. We should go over there.
Let's do something. So then after that, he talks about being a car broker, which I thought was an interesting thing. At first I was thinking, is he boasting vehicles? But
my husband has been commenting on that since the beginning. He's like, what is a car broker? Why do people need car? And I'm like, clearly there's a market for it. Just let the man do his job.
I feel like there's a lot of money in it for him. Yeah, because then you can raise the price for them and say, look, I'll bring more people over to you.
And Atlanta's the perfect place, right? Like, $15. Everybody, it's such like a flashy place. A lot of money rolling around. People love to, you got all these rappers and they're like living it. Of course, they're sending people to go get their cars. You think they're going to do it? Like, Do that. I would not be mad.
I believe it. And he's like, look, I'll drive all the business over here. Just make sure we can get it at this price. I'll cut it off. You cut me off some, I cut you off some, and you'll get this contract. I thought it was cute. Excuse me. Can I get another aha, please? I am burping a lot, but I'm gonna need another one. And then we do the speeches. You got Kiera. Y'all, hold up. Let me go back real quick to the wedding. Brianna, you need to get your friend. Kiera, I think her name was, when he was saying his vows and he was like, you know, my prayers have been answered. And then they cut to her in the crowd. I said, now who is this black lady at the Baptist church doing all of this during the vows? Okay? People just want to get on the show. Leave this alone. Y'all go back and watch it. You see her?
She just wanted to get one moment in the sun.
She got it though. The camera's caught her. But Kiera, Bree's best friend, she comes up and she says, she talks about her, how happy she is. Thank you. How happy she is, how much how much she loves her, and how
thank you, Perlita.
Thank you, Perlita London. Y'all put your beats in the comments for Perlita London. You keeping this raggedy ass show afloat. And when she's happy, she's
one more time to call me raggedy.
The raggedy show. Okay, I said that to everybody. They say when they give a super chat, I say y'all keeping this raggedy ass show afloat. And they're from Canada. Thank you so much, love. We love you. But when she's happy, she shrieks when she puts out this shrill, and Taylor Bay was like, "That's you," because I don't know how to contain my excitement. As soon as something happens, I'm like, "Ah, oh my gosh!" I
was told that I shriek with excitement.
Yeah, see, we're saying. And then that they are welcoming him into this amazing family, and that if he doesn't have the best intentions for her, we're gonna whoop your ass. That's what I heard. Okay.
You gotta have somebody give that speech. Like, everybody should understand. No, I got people who will run up on you on my behalf. Know that. Write that down in your little notebook. Know that.
And then we got Greg, his cousin, and he was saying that the family is huge and that he's still scared of his grandmother. And when you're at the family barbecues, even if you don't know Spanish, just nod your head. And then told him that, you know, she's the boss now. And she was like, "Oh, I'm the boss." And he's like, "You're the boss." Laugh. I don't have no problem with that, mommy. So that was the episode. I'm not gonna talk about what they did not show. I'm just not gonna. What Lifetime said, please come back for episode 2. $5 or more, you get to see the rest of the episode. That's what Lifetime said.
They always split the weddings like that. They can't show them all in one episode.
I didn't like it.
You don't get enough footage if they show them all in one episode.
So stop saying the 5 couples getting married. That's what they said in the beginning. Today, 5 couples. No, only 3 of them. And I don't want to talk about Paige and Chris because that's the one that they started off with, and there's so much to unpack. But we didn't see the wedding. But the daddy, sit down. When he was like, I hope that she's beautiful. You doing all this and the wedding ain't start yet?
You're doing all of this, and really, you need to ask somebody to bring you a second chair while you talking about somebody else. We talking about Vicente about to cause an injury to this suit. Let's talk about the Marriott is going to want their money for that chair.
They sure will,
and they're going to charge you. They're going to put that on your bill.
With yo.
Okay, because I'm going down. Bing, bang, bing.
I enjoyed it. What did you think about the episode? Overall, I cried. I laughed. I got suspicious. I was very hateful and mean towards Donna. What about you?
We hate Donna. As much as we hate Donna, we also hate Virginia's eyeshadow. I never want to see it again. Please never do it again. I hated it. I disapprove. I mean nothing to you, but please, if you ever see this, don't do that again, please. Love you. Thank you.
Aww. We want to thank y'all for watching this episode. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, subscribe to Nobody Puts BB in the Corner. I promise you will be putting something up one day this year. And it's going to be amazing. Yeah, the best things come to those who wait, okay? And y'all being impatient. So if you want to know more about me and everything that's going on, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter, BusyBlu, no space, no E. You can also find me on Facebook, the BusyBlu, where I give you some content and some of the videos from the other channels that I'm actually participating on. BB, tell the girls where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram and YouTube at nobody_puts_BB_ in a corner.
You tweeted today.
I did. I'm working.
She's tweeting. Y'all, go follow her. All of the stuff is in the description, but she's not finished yet. But I got really excited. I was looking at my phone. I was like, ooh, is this a BB tweet? Y'all, BB
I don't even tweet, period. I do not. I'm so not cool. Like, I cannot keep up with the coolness.
BB's tweeting. Y'all, go to her Twitter. Go subscribe to her Twitter, y'all. I told y'all here first. I read it. I was like, is this BB tweeted? She retweeted something. She liked it. And she responded. Y'all, she's a pro. She's a pro. Sorry, I interrupted you because I was so excited. Go ahead. Tell the people where they can find you. Go ahead. Tell them, girl. Tell them, girl.
So that was Instagram and YouTube. On Twitter, you can find me at oohbb. 5 O's, 1 H, 2 B's. My husband just said, what? Nobody puts BB in the corner was too long for a Twitter handle. They wouldn't let me make it.
Yeah, and nobody wants to say, first of all, she's taking up all the characters, and I have nothing to tweet after I say her name. So thank y'all so much. We'll be back here for episode 3. I'm
3, where we see the rest of the weddings.
We'll see somebody else get married at first sight again.
Oh my God, the other 2 are gonna get married at first sight. But let me just, as we wrap up, the weddings are not what excite me.
Okay.
I don't think shit gets real until honeymoons. This is when I can call it.
Okay.
As to whether or not couples are going to be good or not. Because if somebody can mess up a beautiful, all expenses paid Caribbean vacation, they're done. We're done. They'll mess up your life. You can't even appreciate a nice resort that we didn't spend our money on. So surely you're going to mess up my regular life. That's baby steak. Okay.
Y'all, thank y'all so much. All of our information is in the description box. We want to say a thank you to everyone who gave a super chat or a super sticker. We really, really appreciate you for keeping this raggedy ass show afloat. We hope that you share this, like this, comment. Tell us, what was your favorite part? Tell us. This is what I want to know, okay? Do you like that? Hey, y'all be watching my videos and then tweeting to me. I don't like that, and I heard what you. Y'all put it in the comments. Interact with us here. Do you like Donna? Or should we all get on the bus and go slap her one by one? I'm not gonna say we're gonna do it.
Single file line.
Should we all get on the bus and just go slap Donna one by one? Okay. I like Atlanta. Okay, so we could go drive down there and just.
More importantly, in the comments, I want to know at the end of the episode when they cut to Chris and Chris said, "Oh shit," what do you think the "oh shit" was in response to? I want to know.
That's what the girls getting down on the floor. Oh shit, it's got it. It's Fergie. I'm sorry. I'm such a, but okay. How come every time they come around my lady, okay. So yes, I think that's what he was saying. He was starting to say, "Oh shit," because that was the song she was walking down to. Oh no.
Leave it in the comments. Thank you so much, everybody.
We love y'all. Have a good night.